So here we are. This is probably a week later from the last video. This is the back section of the frame. I haven't really touched it yet. This is the front bumper. It's got a little bit of primer on it. This is primer, not paint, so it's rust primer. Anyway, it's coming. It's got to be turned over and the other side done on it and all that good stuff. This is the cross member here, and you can see the sparkles. Well, you might be able to, but there's sparkles in that. That's from the sand that I used because I tried to use the sand blaster. Well, it didn't really do that great of a job, so I think the rest of it's going to be done by hand. But anyway, there's old undercoating on this, and you can pick it off with your finger, but I don't know how to get it off besides that. I've used a paint scraper and tried to get as much of it off as I can, but that stuff's not going to be any good to paint over, so any ideas on that would be appreciated. If not, I'm just going to probably scrape as much of it off as I can, just paint it and hope for the best. So that's the center cross member. Here's the frame here. This cross member is all fixed, all reinforced. It's got pieces welded right across, mold it down through. Turned out really nice. And so I started priming this too and putting it on quite heavy. Goes all the way along. This front half was not easy to do, and I don't know how good of a job it is, but at least it's got something on it. That center cross member, I didn't really scrape it down enough to clean it up in the center, so I have to do that still. And then the bottom side of everything, that's what I'm not looking forward to, because this cross member's done, the whole thing, but then this one here is not, and then that one in the front obviously isn't. The frame's done on the bottom though, at least. But and then the next thing is, you can look right down there and you can see straight down that frame, and it's because it's closed in up there, which is really, I don't know, it's kind of a dumb thing if you ask me, because I can't even do anything with it, can't paint it or nothing, so I guess it's just going to get loaded with undercoating, because you can spray the undercoating in the holes. But anyway, not necessarily the most fun thing to do, but I'll be happy once this is all done up. Get that other frame back section all painted up, and then I'll bolt that onto here, put the cross member in, and I'll have a frame for the truck sitting here, which will be kind of nice. And then I can start running the lines again, so I can have the brake lines and all that, and I can run them to the back, put the clips and all that in all the way along. Yeah, it's slowly but surely coming along. Then I gotta do this to the truck. Go have a look at that. It's like an obstacle course in here. Now, I've showed you this before, but it's rusted on that side. You can see a little bit. So I'm gonna have to try and wire brush that all down the best I can. And I'm thinking taking that rust primer and putting it all across that, and then I'll get the paint, because I do have a can of rust paint too that I'm gonna put on it. It's coming, but it's coming slowly. And then the box needs to be done too, and this is where the most work's got to be done, because I still got to put those in there, weld in the patches over that, body fill everything there. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the bottom of this. It's pretty flimsy. Looks like somebody's already repaired it once. But then the floor, and then all this got to be painted and undercoated too. So not only that, then the next thing that's got to be done is wiring for the other engine, and got to figure out if I can find a TDI engine to put into this. If not, I got that good 4-liter engine in that other truck and the whole drivetrain out of it. But the only problem with that to drop that into here. It's got the older sensors and everything because it's a 94, so it's gonna have to have the computer and probably dash and everything out of the other truck. So anyway, slowly coming. Kind of tired today, so I've been working on it since 8 o'clock. It's now about lunchtime, so actually it's a little bit after. Anyway, that's the way she looks today. Next will be the black paint.